Welcome to our Tuesday's practice titled Yoga Moving Forward. So for the end of the year, we are exploring layers of the traditional Chinese medicine metal element. So the layer that we have been exploring has been the immune system. So how can yoga help the immune system? Well, there's a short list. Number one, yoga can help with intentional exercise. Number two, the breathing practices support reducing stress and inflammation. And then the third way yoga can help is that we create shapes or physical postures that target our lymphatic points in the body to help circulate that lymph and eliminate the waste and toxins through that lymphatic system. Okay, so where do I want to start? I want to start in a review of a quick massage of the lymphatic points that we have gone over so far. Okay, so maybe from a seat, I'm going to stand so that you can see my body. All right, let's start from the top down. So in front of the ear and behind the ear, so fingers in front of the ear and behind the ear on both sides. And then let's rub everything 5 times. So nice and easy. Don't overthink it. Don't push too hard. Just create a little bit of rubbing sensation. Okay, that's about 5. Now, take your hands down the sides of your neck and then lightly sweep your hands down towards your collarbones. And do that 5 times. I also like this pathway because it's the pathway of the vagus nerve as well. Okay, and then the next one is run your fingers down over your collarbones and just under your collarbones. Right? Circle there for 5. Right, I like to call these the main drains, right? So opening that lymphatic system so it can return toward the heart and release. Okay, so that's about 5. Now take the heels of your hands out towards your armpits and then just rub towards your heart. And at any time with massaging your body, if it doesn't feel good, simply don't do it. All right, so when something doesn't feel good, that also triggers that stress response. All right, so opening those auxiliary nodes that are close to the armpit and the chest. Okay, let's release. Let's do the left arm, right about at the elbow on the inside of the arm. Brush towards your heart, maybe even towards over towards your chest, and do that 5 times. Okay, drop right into the other side. Okay, now above the navel, just rub your hands back and forth on top of the navel. All right, so think about you are already stimulating your lymphatic system to allow that lymph to flow through and for the body to release what's no longer serving. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit and now put your thumbs right on the outside of your navel and then brush your fingers down and up. Right, so lots of points in the abdomen. Okay, and now the inguinal points, and those points are deep in the groin, but these are, what I'd like you to do is place your hands on your top portion of your thighs, and then draw your hands upward towards your heart. Okay, so we have completed the massage. There's only one more point that's behind the knees, and we'll do that later on in class. I have nicknamed this class Intentional Points. Okay, friends, I'm going to join you on the mat. All right, so come to a tall seat, and we're going to start right away with tuning into the breath. So grab a hold of the block, and you're going to send the block in front of you. Pull your shoulders forward, drop your chin a little bit, so you are in a spinal flexion. And then I'd like you to focus your inhale on your upper back. So take a breath in. And then as you exhale, simply draw the spine back into neutral. Come to a tall place. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the block forward. All right, sense breathing into that upper back. And return into neutral with your exhale. 1 more. And then slide the block behind you. And you may be able to hold the outsides of the block. And if that's not comfortable for you, it's okay. You can just simply release the block and reach your arms behind you. Okay, and on this one, as you inhale, lift your chest and extend your arms behind you. Okay, now breathe into your upper chest. And when you breathe out, release and come back into a tall spine. Make your way through 2 more of those. Right, so notice if that push is there. See if you can ease your way and feel your way into opening the chest and breathing in expansively. And then releasing and finding a neutral spine. Okay, friends, the last of this is we're going to introduce a couple of rounds of lion breath to access the vagus nerve at the root of the tongue. Okay, so nice and easy. As you inhale, draw your shoulders forward a little bit. So inhale into that back body. And then when you're ready to exhale, lift your chest, stick your tongue out, and audibly exhale. Inhale into that upper back, rounding out just a little bit. Exhale, lift, and roar. One more. Release that practice. Come straight down onto the mat with the knees bent in constructive rest. Okay, pause here in this moment, and then place your fingertips below your collarbones and gently massage. Not worrying about your breath, just allow your breath to naturally arise. And give the back body some time to release the tension into the earth. Okay, release that lymphatic massage and draw your right knee towards your body and hold it lightly with your right arm. Okay, so we're going to do a somatic movement. This is going to be beneficial for compressing through the abdomen, creating a little core strength, and also regulating the nervous system. Place the left hand behind your head. Okay, soften all the tension in your body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee in towards your elbow and your elbow towards your knee. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. And then ease your way back down to the starting position. Okay, notice. Release the push or the struggle and ease your way into 4 more rounds, right? Feel yourself completely exhale as you find that rotation. Notice where you feel it in your body. And then easing your way back down. Okay, intentional points behind the knees, at the hip crease, at the abdomen, at the neck. Right, so this simple movement is help supporting your immune system. Okay, complete that 4th round. Release your foot down to the earth, release your arms, and then massage your belly. Okay, so releasing those lymphatic massage. Let's do that left knee. So grab a hold of that left knee, right hand behind the head, and then make your way through 5 or 6 rounds, right? Inhale, relax everything, soften. Complete your exhale as you find that rotation. Right, smooth it out. And then notice if you're moving in a way where you're just ticking the rounds off, right? Allow yourself to slow down a little bit and be present to the sensation in your body. Right? Taking complete inhalations and exhalations. Right? Remembering that that functional breathing helps regulate the nervous system, right? Reducing that stress response. And the next time your head comes down, release your foot, release your arm, and then slide your legs out, but about halfway, and let the weight rest in your heels. Right, so relax your feet, your heels are posting, your legs up, and then massage at those inguinal points. So at the top of your thighs, massage upward. Just take a couple of rounds. Right, so you're learning how to move that lymph in your body, and it's not a big time investment. Okay, release that. Notice the sensation at those hip creases and at the thigh. Okay, so now we're going to start to introduce a movement. We're going to drop that right knee out towards the side. So as the right knee starts to drop out to the side, relax your body and you'll feel the hips kind of tip over to the right side. And then you're going to slide that heel all the way down to the bottom and you're going to feel the pelvis tip back into neutral. Okay, so let's call this a sliding tree. Draw that right heel in a little bit, drop the right knee out to the side, slide your heel up as far as you can. So you're doing the the behind the knee and the hip crease, and then slide that tree leg all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and there's just one more like that. Slide the heel in, roll the knee out to the side, draw the heel in. Okay, and then here's the last part of the progression. Lift your foot slightly up off of the earth. Okay, notice what muscles engage. Right, so likely your hips, your buttock, and your abdominals. And then let the foot come down, and then slide it all the way out. Okay, and if lower back is okay, you can lengthen out the other leg. I'm going to keep it in this position. We're going to do one more round. Slide that right heel in, drop that right knee out to the side, slide the heel as close to the groin as you can, and then once you get there, lift the heel. Notice where you feel it. Lower it back down, and then release all of that tension out of your body. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Okay, slide that right heel in just a little bit, right? Rest your weight into that right heel. And let's drop right into that left side. Let that left knee drift out to the side. You're going to feel your pelvis roll. And then slide that heel down, and you're going to feel your pelvis roll back. Okay, let's begin that tree slide. Heel comes in, knee out to the side. Pull it up towards your groin. And slide it back down. Right, so notice, did you go right into lifting? So that push energy sometimes is unconscious, where we don't allow ourselves to ease in and out. Do one more where you're easing in and out. Right, sometimes we like to go right to the end. Okay, and as you're sliding that tree leg up, when you get to the end of your range of motion, lift your foot off the ground. Notice where you feel it. Right, so increasing our muscle tone improves our lymphatic system. Right, lower that foot down and slide it all the way out. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. Let's do it 2 more times. And it uses our muscles and our joints to help move that lymphatic fluid. Okay, lift when you get to the end. Okay, pause there and take a full breath into your body. Easy in. Easy out. And then let's release the shape. Grab a hold of a blanket or a small pillow, and then shift your body over onto your side. You're going to use the blanket to help firm the abdominal points as we come down into a variation of cobra pose. So a small pillow or blanket, and then you, just above your hip bones, you lie the body on top of the prop and then reach your arms forward. All right, so tune in already. What do your shoulders need? If having your arms straight ahead doesn't work, you can bring your arms out to the sides. If it's too much pressure with the blanket, you can take the blanket out. Right, so intentional points. You're doing the lymphatic points in the abdomen, but you're also toning on the vagus nerve by adding a little bit of pressure through that area. Okay, see if there's a little more room in this very small back bend. Walk your hands in a little bit. And then just remember not to create a struggle while you're back bending. Right? When we increase that struggle, we increase the stress response. Okay, ease into a comfortable height. And then soften your breath. Inhale. Slow, relaxed exhale. Right, using that even, smooth breathing to calm the nervous system. 2 more. Release out of the shape, and then make your way into child's pose. I'm going to turn myself around. And as you're easing your way into the shape, those intentional points behind the knees, at the hip crease, at the abdomen, right? Sense the release in the low back. And so if we can ease a little tension out of the body, it reduces that overall stress holding. Right, so take a breath to the bottom of your lungs in the back. Expand those ribs. And then complete the exhale. Take your time. Okay, let's release out of this compressed place, letting the fluid move by coming into all fours. We're going to repeat that breathing pattern in inhaling inflection. So what's that mean? Draw the body into that cat shape. So ribs go up, maybe chin curls in. And then once you found this shape, inhale into the back of your ribs. So inhale, expand. And then exhale, ease your way through neutral to a little back bend. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Right, be curious. What feels a little bit different as we do this movement? Right, you might feel your inhale expand just a little bit more as there's more room at the back of the lungs. One more. And then let's release the movement and move the shape into a downward facing dog. Okay, so come into downward facing dog and step your legs a little wide. All right, so we're going to repeat the shape a couple of times. Allow the shape to serve your body so it doesn't have to look like anything in particular. Maybe put a little bend in both knees. Right, shifting your weight backward, maybe out of your shoulders a little bit. Right, so doing the points through the arms, the chest, the hips, and the abdomen. Okay, so this is the first time we've greeted the shape. Draw your knees back down onto the mat. Come back into that all four shape. And then let's do a little bit of rotation here. Pull the right elbow towards your body and then twist your body open a little bit. Okay, so rotating open. And then you're going to thread the needle. You're going to take that arm or that palm in between your body and your arm and reach comfortably. Okay, do that 2 times. Inhale, pull your elbow back, rotate your body. Exhale, thread that needle. All right, creating a little space to breathe. One more time. Open it up. And thread it through. Release the movement. Come back into that wide-legged downward facing dog. And this time we're going to savor the leg stretch by bending into the right knee, shifting your weight backward, shifting maybe even your tailbone towards that right heel. Just allow the stretch to feel good. Right, where do you notice the opening in your body? Maybe you can sense it at the armpits. Maybe you can sense it at the low back on the right. Okay, let's release this shape. Come back down to all fours. Let's have that reverse pattern of breathing with cat and cow. So when you're ready to inhale, move into that cat shape. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Exhale. Just feel your way into that back arch. One more. Make your way back into neutral. And then let's start that rotation. Pull that left elbow towards your body, rotating your body to that open space, breathing in. Exhale fully, thread that needle, right? So compressing through the belly as you thread the needle and finish your exhale. And repeat that 2 more times. Right, so bending at the elbow becomes important here. So that lymphatic system uses our joints and our muscles to move that lymph, that waste out of the body. Okay, last time, wide-legged downward facing dog. All right, so it might start to feel like a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you come up on your fingertips so that your weight is mostly in your legs and not in your hands or shoulders. And then begin bending at the left knee and shifting your tailbone towards the left. Feel your way through, ease your way through. Right, so that stress response shows up when we're forcing. We're not paying attention to what is here now. Right, so just allow yourself to be aware, and then see what movement or what stretch you do have, and then allow yourself to savor that stretch a little bit. Okay, shift the weight back in towards the center. Start to walk your hands towards your body, and then heel toe your feet in. Okay, we're going to use this position of bent knees, relatively wide, and you're going to drop your hands on top of your knees. Okay, so you're in this squatting pose. I'm going to turn myself sideways. Let's drop right into that primal movement by John Stirk. So drop your chest down. It's a spinal undulation. So drop your chest down and then curl your chin into your chest. Okay, allow your breathing pattern to arise. Allow yourself to sense the spine. Right, so there is a connection between a healthy spine and our nerves, right? Sometimes the spine can be misaligned and it presses on nerves, and that affects our lymphatic system, right? It might get clogged in places. You might find swelling, right, in the body. Okay, the next time you ease your way down, drop your elbows onto your thighs, and then drop your head down. Right? Just simply allow yourself to let gravity release your head down. Right? Notice how you're breathing. Okay. Begin pressing through your feet and draw your body up to standing. Draw your feet underneath your hips. So we have started to work in that Qigong sun salute. So let's drop into the second half of the sun salute. Okay, so put a little bend in the knees. Imagine holding that beach ball here, relaxed shoulders. And then here it begins. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Maybe put a little bend in the left leg. Ease your way into the other side. Don't worry about the breathing pattern. Ease your way into the other side. Come back through the center. And then put a little bend in your knees and let your body drape downward. Okay, let's drop right in. Inhale, arms go up. Side bend over to the left. Nice and willowy, watery over to the right. Back through the center. And then down through the center. Okay, one more before we link together. Up. To the right, or excuse me, to the left. To the right. Back through the center. And then release your arms down. Okay, release the movement. All right, so the benefits of circulation, movement with that lymph system help support moving the lymph in the body. So let's return to that first portion of practice. I'll turn myself sideways so you can see this. Put a little bend in your knees, hang on to the beach ball. Okay, nice and easy. Inhale, arms go up comfortably. Exhale, step that left leg forward. Push a cloud. Inhale, pull your elbows back and step back lightly. Exhale, little squat as you lower the fingertips down. Inhale up. Step the right leg, push a cloud. Pull your elbows back, step back. And then nice and easy, bend in, reach down. Return back into that steady ready. So allow the movement to guide you. So some of you are going to squat really low, maybe even touch the earth, and some of you are simply going to bend your knees a little bit. Let's review this side of the practice one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, step the left leg forward and push. Step back. Lower down. Rise up. Step right foot, push a cloud. Bring it back. Lower down. Here's the link. Inhale, up. Side bend left. Side bend right. Back through the center. And lower it down. Okay, from the top, inhale up. Step right. Push the cloud. Bring it back. Lower it down. Light as a feather. Left. Return. Ground it down. Okay, here's the link. Inhale up. Side bend left. Over to the right. Back through the center. And lower it down. Okay, nice and easy. Come to standing and then heel toe your feet in underneath your hips. Pause here for a moment. And just allowing your breath to arise. Tall posture improves that flow of lymph through the body. And now let's practice just a little bit of balance here. Put a little bend in both knees, right? Stimulating behind the knees. And you're going to turn your right knee out to the side. So you're going to start to recognize this shape. It's going to be a little different because on the floor we can let our pelvis rock with us. And when you're standing, you want to keep your pelvis stable or in neutral. Okay, when you're ready, start to lift that right toe up. Right, drawing that heel up towards your groin. Okay, and then you're going to ease your way out of the balance. Let's have a little bit of movement. It starts in that steady ready. Put a little bend in, hold that beach ball. Okay, here's that sun salute. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right leg, push the cloud. Bring it back. Lower it down. Float it up. Left leg, step and push. Return it back. And lower it down. Okay, inhale all the way to the top. Side bend left and right. Right, nice and willowy through the center. Effortless and relaxed on your way down. Return to standing. And then once again, heel toe your feet in. Right, notice how you're breathing. You might notice your heartbeat increase. You might notice the breath a little faster. So give your nervous system some time to recalibrate and reset. Put a little bend in your knees. Okay, let's start to shift the balance into the right leg. Okay, so shift your weight in. Turn your left knee out. Okay, and then allow your body to organize it as you lift your left foot, heel moving towards your groin. Moving into that tree shape. Notice if any of those holding patterns arise with breath. Right, see if you can relax into the effort. Okay, let's release out of the posture, step a little bit wide. Let's drop right into it. Start in that steady place. Inhale up. Right foot steps. Smooth it and ease it as you come back. And effortless as you lower. Float it up. Light hands, left foot. Step it back. Lower it down. Here's the link. Upward. Left bend. Right bend. Back through the center. And lower it all the way down. Okay, return to standing. Let your legs go a little bit wider here for a moment. Right, and maybe take that moment to massage the abdomen right outside the navel and downward. Right, intentional points. Okay, let's release that abdomen massage and then take both toes over to the right. And so take both toes over to the right. Come up onto the ball of the foot and the back. So you're finding yourself in a lunge pose. And then you're going to take your right hand and massage those inguinal points at the top of your thigh into your groin. And if the balance is a little tricky in this point, you can put your heel down for a warrior one stance. Okay, release out. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Move your body back into center. Turn both toes over to the left. Come up on the ball of the foot in the back. Okay, massage those nodes at the groin. Right up towards the heart. Okay. And then release the movement. Check in with your balance. Maybe put the heel down for a warrior one variation. Take a breath into your body. And a breath out. One more. Draw your body back into the center. Drop your weight down onto your thighs. And then once again, let's find that John Stirk, that primal movement where you're undulating your spine. Right? Allow this movement to be just right for you. Right? So there's this need for action. So there's this need for doing to circulate in our body, but doing without overdoing. Okay, once again, drop your chest down and then ease your way into a wide-legged forward fold, maybe massaging behind the knees. And then maybe relax your hands downward, calming your nervous system with a forward fold. Feel yourself breathing to the back of your lungs. So turn your attention to the lower part of your rib cage in the back and see if you can breathe towards that area. Right, so that's where the gas exchange happens, at the low part of the lungs. Right, so we want to have that gas exchange to help release waste and toxins out, and fresh oxygen to help heal and repair as you breathe in. Right, reducing the inflammation in your body by calming the nervous system. We're going to ease our way down onto the floor from this shape, and we're going to come directly down onto the back. And then once you come to this constructive rest pose with your knees bent, just pause here for a moment and set an intention to take into your day. All right, something you want to cultivate in your life: health, happiness, peace. Okay, let's get into a little bit of core strength. Interlace your hands behind your head. And we're going to use that lion's breath exhale where the tongue goes out when we breathe out. Okay, so nice and easy. Take a breath into your body here. When you're ready to exhale, draw your elbows together, elbows towards your knees, and stick your tongue out as you breathe audibly out. Inhale, return to that neutral. And repeat. All right, make sure you're not breath holding and struggling. Okay, one more. Feel yourself exhale. And as your body returns down to the earth, pause here for a moment and take a full, complete breath into your body. Right? Just slow and low. Okay, let's come back to some intentional points. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Place your hands behind your knees and give those pop little nodes behind your knees a little rub. Right, so we want the lymph to be able to flow from the bottom of our foot, lower leg, upward, and that's one of the main points. Right, so it's deep in the center in the hollow. Okay, now simply reach your arms up towards the ceiling. So pull your shoulder heads upward, right? So feel the compression at the chest, right? You might notice the belly engages with that movement. And now relax your shoulders down towards the earth. So keep your hands up, but let your shoulder heads relax down towards that earth. So releasing tension from those, I like to call them secondary breathing muscles, right? The muscles of your neck, your shoulders, and your chest. And let's do that one more time. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulder heads up off of the earth. Okay, notice where it translates in the body, right? It usually goes pretty deep into the belly. And then once again, let your shoulders come down towards the earth. And then just pause here for a moment as you let your bones grow heavy. All right, so gravity is allowing your bones to move downward. And that flow of lymph returning to your hips, moving towards your heart. And just notice the little shaking that happens in the body. See if you can allow that to move, right? Not trying to hold back any of that sensation. Just allow it to arise. Just a gentle inversion to return the blood back towards the heart. Okay, lower your heels down, lower your hands down. And then drop both knees comfortably over to the right as you turn your head over to the left. All right, so easing into a comfortable twist. All right, so make any adjustments with your legs. Maybe the top leg doesn't even go as far as the bottom leg. All right, so allow yourself to find comfort. All right, so the more we can pattern in peace into our nervous system, it becomes our home base. Right? So we want that home base to be moving away from the stress response. Right? Sense yourself breathing in and breathing out. Come back through the center. One round of that lion's breath, curl up, interlace your hands behind your head. Okay, feel a full, complete inhale. Lion's breath, curl up. Ease your way back down. Open up into a twist, other side. And you might notice one side opens a little easier than the other, right? So as humans, we hold tension patterns uniquely. Right? Simply becoming aware of what's here now. Breathe into your body. And breathe out. Okay, let's come back into neutral. And then start to slide your legs out into that last posture of class, Shavasana. Maybe run your fingertips down the sides of your face, down the sides of your neck. And then allow your hands to rest maybe on your body or on the sides of your body. And choose. And then begin to turn your attention inward. Sense the shoulders releasing into the earth. Sense the weight of the pelvis releasing into the earth. Scan your whole body for any patterns of tension holding and see if you can ease just a little bit more. Relax your body 1% more. Sense your heart beating from the inside. Sense the energy moving inside of your body, gently pulsing and tingling. As your lymph and blood are circulating. And then give yourself another minute here to let go even more. Take a deeper breath into your body. And then maybe you continue savoring the rest. Or maybe you join me with closing class with 3 chants of Om in a tall seat. This beautiful practice of yoga that allows us to connect more deeply and intentionally to our mind, our body, and our being. Okay, friends, prepare. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.